With 30% of dog owners owning at least one cat and 45% of cat owners owning at least one dog, it's clear that dogs and cats can get along. The key is, however, is introductions must always be slow, and we can never force the cat and dog to have to spend time together until they've had time to settle down. Now, when you first bring the cat home, it's a great idea to give them a room of their own. Let them get used to the sounds and the smells of the dog and the rest of the house for a couple of days first. Put their kitty litter, their food and water in the room with them, and of course go in and spend a lot of time with them as well. You could also give them the dog's blanket so they can get the smells even more, or you could even give the cat's blanket to the dog too. Then after a couple of days, when your cat has settled in a bit more, you can slowly start the introductions, very slowly. Now, the best way to do this is ensure that your dog is on a lead. It's really important that you have obedience trained your dog so that you can put them into a sit or into a drop, or that you can call them back if they are lunging on the lead. Now, what we want to be able to do is we want to slowly let them interact with each other from a distance inside the room. So they can check out each other. Doesn't matter if your cat wants to sit under the bed and hide but just still stare at the dog. As long as your dog is calmly in there with it, what we want to do as well is we want to make sure that we've got plenty of treats in our pocket so that we can praise the dog for great behaviour. Like here now, these two, how good are they being? This is the kind of interactions that we want in the early days, just spending some time in the room together so they can get used to each other and rewarding that desired behaviour that we want. Now, after we've done this a few times and they're really calm around each other, like these two, this is the first time they've met, what we can do is we can then slowly start to take off the lead. Again, important that we have that obedience so they can be used to being together and your dog gets used to having the freedom but still doing the right behaviour. Then the key is probably, I would say, not to leave them alone for at least a month. You want to make sure that you're around all the time to monitor the interactions. So if you do go out, a baby door is a great way to keep them separated, or of course keep your cat in the other room as well, like they were first introduced to. Remember, some dogs are never going to be able to be left alone with cats. It could be due to their size, they might want to play with the cat, their new best buddy, and it could pose a danger to the cat. Or they also might have a really high prey drive, and in those instances, it could just be that the cat takes off and the dog can't help itself. Its instinct kicks in and it gives chase. So it's up to you as the owner to really understand your dog's behaviour and know if there could be any danger to your cat if it is left alone. If you feel like you need a bit of help, the NDTF website has some trainers listed on there, so why not give them a call? And then that way you can make sure the interactions are a happy one.